This is my first attempt at like a walking vlog and kind of see how my camera works. So yeah, hopefully when I turn this around, it looks good, sounds good, and also, I don't know, what else should we do? Make yourself a priority. Hey guys, so today I want to help you guys make yourself a priority and learn how to avoid transactional relationships, okay? So a lot of people, they find that they are unhappy simply because their relationships that they're in feel very transactional. They feel that they are putting in a lot of effort, a lot of work, and the people around them are not respecting them and also not putting forth that same type of energy. And you know, we always talk about the fact that people are out there for you and your energy like energy vampires. They can see someone who's really energetic. They can see someone who has that drive, ambition, and just the want to do better. And people want to be around that energy, because imagine being in a group of people who don't aim for anything. Imagine being in a group of people who are just sitting around doing nothing, right? They're looking for something to do. They're looking for something amazing. And if you seem like you know exactly what you're doing with your life and you're aiming for something better, striving for something great, of course they want to be around that. But you also have to recognize that you have to surround yourself with like-minded individuals, because oddly enough, we're like batteries, okay? And we charge each other up. We can either charge each other up or drain each other. And depending on the type of interactions that you have with other individuals, you are constantly going through that process. You're constantly charging yourself up or constantly being drained. And you have to protect your energy. You have to recognize where you are able to, be charged and be drained. You have to recognize the situations in your life that you're going through currently that are limiting you and making you feel certain ways. And the whole thing that I do here is about helping people literally turn their talents and skills to income, monetizing the things that they like to do, becoming a priority in their own lives. It stems from a little bit of self-awareness. You have to at least have a self-awareness enough to know how you're feeling in that moment, a self-awareness to know what you want to do with your life, a self-awareness to know that you can do the things that you set your mind to. But it is going to cost you. It's going to cost you some effort. It's going to cost you a lot of work. It's going to cost you a countless amount of whatever it's going to be. I can't tell you what the cost is going to be for your dreams. Only you know that, because I don't know what your dream is solid. But if you are actually willing to pay the price for your dreams and accept nothing less, it's a guarantee that you will become successful. Following my 4-step plan to achieve success. I talk about it all the time, and I will talk about it till I'm blue in the face and then some. But guys, number one, you guys already know this, but you have to decide what it is that you want. We always talk about setting intention. We always talk about finding your purpose. We always talk about having goals. You have to set a goal for yourself. You have to have an attachment to a greater purpose, and this purpose is not something that's given to you in life. This purpose is something that you decide for yourself. And once you do that, once you decide what your purpose is, you don't have to know exactly how you're going to get there. And I say this all of the time, but as you know what you're doing, like you know what your goal is, you are aligned with that purpose, you are on that track. Now, the events, the situations, the conversations, and everything else that you need to accomplish that goal will start to present themselves to you. And there's a quote that says, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. And oddly enough, we're all students of life. Life is your teacher if you are willing to listen and learn. So if we can learn from our lives, everyday situations, and start to recognize the opportunity that presents itself for us to accomplish our goals, again, they're everywhere. Opportunity isn't just given, it's created. And it's when you recognize that there is opportunity that you're just not taking advantage of, and you start to actually take action on those things. So again, after you've decided what it is that you wanted, You start to formulate that plan. I said you don't have to know exactly how to get there, and that's true. You don't have to know exactly how you're going to get to your goal. But what you have to do now is put in the work and start building your plan. You have to make a plan. If you don't know how to accomplish that big goal, you have to start asking the questions that are going to get you the answers to start accomplishing that goal. What is that goal? What are the barriers that are stopping you currently from achieving that goal? What are the things that you need to learn to bridge the gap from where you currently are to where your goal said you should be? And once you have that answer, then we have to start taking action on the plan. Because just having a plan, just thinking, just sitting around and working our mind, that's only step one. It's only step two. Step one and two, actually. But until you take action, nothing's gonna happen. You're going to recognize more opportunities. You're going to recognize that you missed them because you didn't take action. But until you take action, nothing's going to change in your life. And you have to take action to even be on this video. You had to take action to even think that it was possible for you to accomplish better for yourself. You have to take action to make that change, okay? Action is key. Action is king. Once you take action, again, opportunities will start to present themselves. You're aligned with your goals. You're taking action. You're seeing how to do things better. You're running into people who are doing the things that you want to do. You're having that opportunity all around you, and it's just, again, it's expansion. Like, it expands so fast. It's ridiculous. I remember when I first was getting my business started, it wasn't what it is today, for sure. I was not making websites or doing ads. No, actually, I started in the e-commerce business. I started off selling anything I could. That's how I still have a clothing line. I started to learn that I could sell clothes and stuff like that online, but it wasn't what it is today. It changed so much. It was an accessory website that I was selling like these little trinkets and stuff like that on. And over time, I started to develop that website better and better and better. Then it became a clothing line. Then it just became Tyler's Wellness for a moment. And then separately, I redid everything, added a clothing line to it, still had Tyler's Wellness up as my main thing, and also then started to offer services and stuff that I enjoyed to do, simply because as I was building my website and as I was developing my plans, I found that the thing that I enjoyed wasn't just creating the website, but it was the process that I went through doing it. I love to build it. I love to think and analyze it and figure out what the next steps are and figure it all out. So if I could do that for myself, I can definitely do that for some clients. And that's how I got started. I started to sell websites and advertisements to clients. And then I ended up having reoccurring clients monthly paying me enough to cover my bills, which, again, when your bills are covered, your current job, you do not have to stay at. That's the funny thing. You could literally quit your job in a week if you found a client willing to pay you more than what your bills are every single month. And you can do that in a day. I did, oddly enough. So again, I got started with that because I knew exactly what it is I wanted. I didn't want to be at my job anymore. That was number one. So I had to calculate exactly what my bills were monthly that kept me at the job that I hated. I had 5 of them at the time, and I was working a ton. I was making bank because I was at a bank, and I was also doing a ton of other things. Like I said, the 5 jobs, I was hustling for everyone else and not myself, okay? I was hustling for everyone else building their empire and not myself. That's something that a lot of you guys out there are doing right now. And so as I was doing that, again, I decided I wasn't going to do that anymore. I then started to make a plan and start looking up information. What is it that I could possibly do to escape my current job, change my situation, and do the things that I'm currently doing now, right? I didn't know that there was a whole world out here. You can do Amazon sales, you could do affiliate marketing, you could sell products or services, anything, right? I didn't know that all this stuff existed out here, but I devoted 6 months to myself studying it, figuring it out, and testing it. Every single thing that I could possibly find, figuring all of it out until I found the one thing that I actually enjoyed doing that worked for me. Yeah, that was my journey. It was 6 months of literally grinding, doing still 5 jobs. As I was driving around for some of those jobs, I was listening to audiobooks so I could learn more about my craft. I wasn't listening to music. I was all about this, and I still am. And the thing is, most people, they have the dream and goal and ambition, but then they say, I'll do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes and they're busy and they don't want to start multitasking or putting in just an hour a day towards your goal. Let me tell you something. If you woke up early, 1 hour a day earlier, and started working towards your goal, that's 365 days. And within those 365 days, you're approximately buying back about 15 days that you would be working on your craft. Just devoting 1 hour a day for a whole year towards your craft. You're about devoting 15 days equivalent to it. So small things add up to a big result. You can get started today if you wanted to. Again, my 4-step plan, I'm going to repeat a little bit of it, but deciding what it was that I wanted, you can do that too. Decide what it is that you want. Start making a plan. I didn't know how I was going to do it. I started to look up information. I started to learn things and figure it out, right? Started testing it and figuring all of it out. Was it a little bit expensive? Kind of, because I started to learn Facebook ads and everything else, and that is a whole beast on its own. But it doesn't have to be that expensive. You can get started with like a super cheap basic Shopify website at $29 a month. That's about $1 a day, okay? You got $1 a day that you can devote to trying to get out of your current job, your current situation. You can do that. And if you can't, well, save up a little bit and pay me to make your website. I'll do it. But anyways, next thing, once you have that plan, you have to execute your plan. Again, just seeing it on paper, having instructions and knowing what to do is one thing. But until you take action, you're going to see that it's a little different, you know? You can see that what's easy, you can see what's hard, you can see what you did know, what you didn't know. You connect with people that are doing it. You're going to expand and grow. And then once you start taking action, number 4 is how you guarantee your own success, okay? I already say this, but you have to be relentless. Never quit on that goal. You decided what it is that you wanted. You can make a plan. You start executing that plan, and relentless execution is how you're going to achieve it. But if your plan was faulty and you have to change, of course, that's why part 4 has 2 parts, A and B. Being relentless, but revising your plan if necessary. If your plan was faulty, you have to revise it. You have to change something. And if you don't change it, your plan's obviously not going to work. But that's how you guarantee your success. Literally now, obviously, it's not that crazy. I'm like I said, I'm walking around in a parking lot, chilling, making this video for you guys. This is my car. It's not a Lambo. It's nothing crazy like that. It's an Infiniti G37 sedan. It's perfect for me. I like it. I love it, right? And I'm able to whip my vehicle. I'm able to be self-employed, sustain my life, and help other people make money online now. Like, that's the crazy thing. I'm now using the knowledge that I learned for them, those 6 months of grinding. It's knowledge that is so applicable to so many people that they can literally just take action, not have to go do the research themselves, and get started. And I have the Michigan Mastermind that I've helped with that, which every member in the mastermind has some type of side hustle that's creating them income now. Most of them are fully self-employed now. Yeah, so that's insane. And on top of that, I've never expected that in this, I never really expected, one, that I would create a following of people that I've been able to impact in the way that I have. But over this time frame, it's not just about the steps and the things that I learned how to do, but it's the person that I became along this journey. And I know I'm still developing. I know I'm still becoming somebody else still entirely, but I'm still me. But the thing is, I recognize that every stage in my life requires me to learn something. Every stage in my life requires me to elevate myself to achieve those new levels of success. And you will too. By the time you get started, you might have to cut people out. You might have to set barriers and not limitations, but you might have to set boundaries and not talk to some people and do not hang out and stuff and make sacrifices like that. And then you're going to turn around, and a lot of those people, they were the ones holding you back, because you'll have the success and you'll have the things that you set your mind to, and they'll still be doing the same things. And it's an unfortunate truth. You're going to elevate your life and other people just aren't ready for it, okay? But you gotta still be confident in who you are, and know that what you're doing is for yourself and your greater purpose. And that is how you make yourself a priority. All right, guys? I want to see you guys in the Talent to Income Academy. If you would love to learn how you can turn your own talents and skills to income, and also have a pre-made system so you don't have to start figuring this out and then hire a web developer and stuff like that, go ahead and tap the link down below. It's the Talent to Income Academy. It's the academy that I built that actually helps other open-minded individuals learn how they can make themselves a paycheck doing the things that they enjoy, turning their own talents and skills to income by leveraging online platforms. And it allows you, these skills that you're going to learn will allow you to start building generational wealth for you and your family. So again, don't sleep on these skills. This is literally the game. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.